you're betting parlays wrong. I'm going to tell you the secret. Some of you may not like it because you want to hit the lotto every single night. It's just a change of habit in how you bet. You probably wonder why you just keep losing whenever you bet parlays. And you see on social media this massive lotto ticket and think, well, sure, it's going to happen at some point. Why not me? The issue isn't necessarily who you're following or what they're posting, but your betting habits. You'll realize, wow, this quick little adjustment in my approach each and every time I play a parlay is going to help me win and build. Just like you can build a bankroll with solo plays, you can actually build a bankroll with parlays. The biggest reason why you continue to fail when you bet parlays is you want to load up, is you're greedy, is because you have no self-control. Look, I was there. I understood that mentality and lived that mentality. Every time you see somebody on Twitter or X, what have you, or Instagram, whatever it may be, post a ticket or a video. Wow, this person just turned $10 into $40,000. How difficult is that? And you see the plays, right? Alt threes are just awful markets that get sandwiched together. Do you know anybody in real life that plays the lotto? Do you know anybody, friend, family member, that constantly buys lotto tickets? How often do they hit? How often do they hit the Powerball or the big one? Probably not. In fact, let's look at it this way. How many people do you know in your immediate circle, or even expand out as wide as you get, that have actually hit the lotto, that have actually won life-changing money from the lotto? I don't mean doubling your entry fee on some scratch. I mean legit have won a lotto. Probably don't know anybody. That's the reality of sports betting as well. You're constantly bogged down left and right with, well, I got to bet this, or you got to lay these lottos, and come, follow me on my Discord, or come, pay me X amount of money. I'm going to hit you with lottos. Parlays are not designed for a winning record. So you make the first mistake right away by jamming your ticket up with as many legs as humanly possible. Well, 4 legs, 5. The more legs you add, the less likely this ticket will hit. That is the key into betting profitable long-term plus EV parlays. That is the secret. You can't load up left and right on all these legs. I'll tell you another mistake that people make. There's only one avenue into betting, and there's only one market that you're focused on. We have a fantastic video up here on OddsShopper from our pal Lofty, who explains the faults of simply betting overs. But I'll take it one step further, specifically in the realm of parlays. I see this all the time. It's alt markets. It's alt overs. How often do you ever see somebody play an alt underprop? And I'm not suggesting you do that. But if you have a guy going over 6.5 receptions, or over 7.5 rebounds, or over 2.5 shots on goal, what do? You bump it up even further. You move up this ladder in your mind and you think, come on, the guy's going to hit 3 threes. How hard is it to hit 4 threes? How hard is it to hit 5 threes? And you build these ridiculous lotto tickets that have 3 different guys in 3 different games knocking down 5 threes. Why? Because you saw some jackass on Twitter post this and not their full slip, and not how much they're down, constantly going back to this well of loss. You cannot jam in on top of heavy favorites, on top of just extra legs. You cannot load up on alt lines that look great. Well, plus 550 for 5 shots on goal. Look at what this does. It's a loss. It's a loser ticket. You will not win. Forget long term. You're going to implode your bankroll. The idea here is to keep things level. The idea here is to keep a similar approach each time. And you fall victim to this because you don't keep a level head and similar approach, which is just adding 2 legs. That's the secret. Adding 2 legs. Only 2 legs. I've been able to do this consistently in the NBA. Ticket after ticket, win after win. 2 legs at plus 220, 2 legs at plus 327, 2 legs at plus 350, 2 legs at plus 189. You find 2 plus EV legs and you put them together. You know what that's not? It's not some triple-decker sandwich. It's not some major blockbuster feature here with Vin Diesel and anybody else that's the hot guy of the day. It's none of that. It's boring. It's meat and potatoes. If you eat that, if not, it's the vegetarian equivalent or the vegan equivalent. We want everybody here involved. That's what it is. It's putting your head down and going to work. That's not sexy. That's not something you can brand. That's not something that somebody on social media is going to push. Nobody on Instagram, nobody on Twitter, nobody on Facebook, nobody's even going to fake those slips. That's it. People stay as far away from this as possible. It is the biggest misnomer. It is the biggest lie in the sports betting industry that you can't profit or make money off of two-leg parlays. In fact, it's quite the opposite. And I've been able to do this consistently. Night in and night out, you stay alive, you stay up week after week because you hit these more often and your break-even point adjusts, but you're hitting these more often. If you're betting one of these one day a week, your break-even point may be 2.2, 2.3, something like that. But the likelihood of you hitting a plus 227 parlay is far better than you hitting something plus 600, plus 700. And the same principle applies to these two legs as it does the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 legs. You don't jam in heavy favorites just to jam them in. And my God, my goodness, please, you do not jam in two alt markets to make this two-leg parlay plus 550, plus 600. You have to stay in a lane. You have to stay disciplined and watch. All of a sudden, your record will improve, but most likely your bankroll will stay consistent, if not grow just a little bit. To be able to grow a bankroll based off betting two-leg parlays is something you probably didn't even know was possible. Yet, I'm living proof that you can continue to do this. And I know, it's not sexy, but you know what? Neither am I. So it works great for me. And it's going to work well for you too. And you'll see it. And just like with any bankroll build, you're going to be able to do this with these two-leg parlays. You can take a shot every now and again. Add another leg. But understand, the more you add, the less likely you are to lose. This is the best piece of information. This is the most successful key piece that you can work with moving forward to make sure that you're betting parlays with a chance to win and not just donating money to the book each and every time. Look, we've got tools here for you to help you out. If you want to check it out on OddsShopper.com, we specifically have a parlay builder. I'm using that. You're more than welcome to check this out and go through and see how this works. The big thing is just education. The big thing is just a way of life that you can alter just a little bit. Just a quick little tinker and how you approach betting parlays is going to be a massive change. Massive change. There's no magic pill. There's no 12 months of working out. Anything in between that. It's just discipline up here. Knowing that you're building. And every now and again, if you want to indulge, hey, have that piece of pizza, have that piece of cake, have whatever it is that you would consider indulgence. He's saying you can't. You just want to prepare yourself for loss. You want to prepare yourself so that your bankroll can afford you venturing out there and laying a 4-leg parlay. Plus EV leg. Stay away from these ridiculous bloated favorites and stop jamming these parlays in with alt markets just so that they look beefier and better. The key to winning parlays long-term, keep it 2 legs plus EV legs. Don't get crazy with your odds. For more information, for more betting tips, just to hang with us on our Discord, head on over to OddsShopper.com.